Like no
Yeah.
doubt, we had to get rid of that money. It was going to be 90% of 65 million we had to pay. I don't know about the amount of years that we gave them. I guess that comes with the territory if you really want these guys to come over and actually be a part of the team. So basically, when I look at it in the long run, we paid for more leadership than actual skills on the court.
Mm.
Because as far as skill wise, these guys are not worth that amount of money.
Yeah.
Um,
Mhm.
this made Fred VanVleet, I think, like the second highest point guard in the league. And you can't tell
Huh.
me he's the second best point guard in the league.
He getting paid more than Westbrook.
Yeah, he's getting paid more than a lot of people, bro.
He getting paid more than Kyrie. Kyrie's made
Kyrie,
what? 126.
yeah, he's getting paid, bro. He's getting paid. But like you said, we had to pay. We had to pay the Silas tax. We got to pay the tax and tanking tax. We had to pay a lot of taxes just to get people to come over here and actually play with us. And I'm on both sides of the coin. Like I understand that we had to overpay some of these guys, but the years is what's really just sticking with me, bro. Like what if next year you just see Jabari's that guy and Jalen Green is that
Mm.
guy. Then you're
Mm.
gonna have like uh I guess like controversy over damn, should we
Mhm.
had to pay these guys like this amount of money? And what if A-Man Thompson come in and just be that guy, like defense
Hey, I don't.
outstanding?
I'm not so sure Thompson gonna be able to do that just yet. Like I really think I love his game and I love all the upside and everything and the potential. I just think that his shooting just ain't there yet. Like they really gonna. I think they gonna put him in that G League. He gonna ball out there, but they really got to work his shooting mechanics. And that's gonna be like the last straw because with KPJ there and Fred Van Vliet there, you know, it's not gonna be a lot of it's not gonna they're gonna have to let that boy develop.
And Patty
What you
Mills.
think?
I think Fred Van Vliet is gonna be instrumental into developing Amon Thompson because he ain't got to come. He'll come off the bench and just like pretty much just do whatever because he in the second lineup. So I don't want to say he got to be less responsible, but he could like probably have a little bit more freedom considering the situations of basketball and whatnot. And having Fred Van Vliet in front of him, he probably gonna teach him a thing or two. They both point guard minded and all that. And I'm hearing they getting Dylan Brooks too, so he could be a mentor for Cam Whitmore. But I'm gonna just
What you
What's up,
think?
Shark
Fast
Shock?
live.
Be inspired by what they see. We have Jeff Green now. I think Landell's going to be a sharp shooter for us, coming off the bench, filling in some of those minutes at the 2 and 3. I'm excited where this team is going. I think, yes, we did overpay, but we knew we were going to overpay. We sucked. We sucked the last 3 years. And so this is just the tax we pay. Going into next year, though, we have vets on the team. We have developing young guys, and we're going to make some noise. I'm thinking we're going to get that 8th seed.
Yeah,
I don't know about the eighth seed, maybe like the playing seed. I wouldn't be surprised if the playing seed and made it to like the second round or something. That'd be like a championship for us.
we 8 seed. Okay. So I heard you say Udoka. So you think these was more Udoka hires than Raphael Stone?
Yeah. But I think Raphael was going to throw the bag at James.
Yeah, I
I
think
think
he
he
was
was
Nah,
going
gonna
to throw.
cave. I think he was
I
gonna
don't think he
cave to
would.
James Harden. Sheezy. The way I think it was like the line of framing when they the questioning was in the interview when he said the gloves came off and him and Udoka just pretty much got down to brass tacks and had some probably not too fond words about how this team was going to be led. I think Udoka because I heard reports and I seen reports of saying that Udoka was totally out on James Harden, bringing James Harden. And I know for sure Stone made that back end deal with James Harden to say, hey, if you leave and you go chase your ring, and when you up for free agency, we have mutual interest, and you have a mutual interest. I'm willing to bring you back. That's what Stephen A. Smith, and I know Stephen A. Smith ain't the just most reliable source, but he's a Tillman Fertitta guy. They really, they kind of close. And he said he heard this in numerous circles that it was almost a foregone conclusion that Harden would come back to the Rockets. when his contract was up.
Yeah, I feel like
So
it might have been kind of like a publicity. I think they were just getting our hopes up, honestly.
you don't think he was ever want to come back? You don't think Harden was ever really wanted to come back?
Nah, he wanted to come back, but everybody, I don't think they was going to meet up with probably the demands he wanted.
I think
Because
that
Harden was
energy
going to demand
changed.
something.
I think the Rockets' energy changed. I think they was feeling it at first, but like the longer they kept in talks about it, I think it just kind of fizzled out a little bit.
Yeah,
They looking at what they got. They looking at the direction they trying to go. James ain't gonna budge. James gonna want to do things his way. He want to play his way. He want what he want. He want who he want gone. He want gone. You know what I mean? And so I think the regime just kind of changed up, and it would have been cool. It really would have been cool, bro. But it's probably for the better.
Yeah, I don't.
We don't take back exes, bro. I don't even want him, bro. Like he gonna mess up everything.
think he matches up with our young energy. You know what I mean? Like I don't think
As
he's
my
gonna run
man
in
just stated
transition
right
like that. You
now.
know what I mean? And play defense. You know what I mean? Ime's gonna be on our players. You know what I mean? He don't want to be coached like that. So yeah, just
He made the
Yeah, I
best
think
pickup where we got so far. He the best signing that we got. I don't
man,
care.
he gonna put Brooks in the headlock. He don't listen.
Yeah.
him and Dylan Brooks probably was gonna fight on the squad. What I'm really interested about, what we gonna do with Tate exactly?
Man,
Can
Get him out of there. We don't need him.
get
can
rid
we
of him.
facilitate something to get Tate?
like why was he should have been gone before KJ?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think so too.
For shit show. For shit. That's
Um,
crazy how everybody see that. We all the fans. That seems to be the underlying census from what I see from all the Rocket fans. Everybody, we all love KJ. You know what I mean? And ain't nobody really married to Jay Sean Tate. So like, I don't see how they be doing some of the things they do.
yeah, man, I'm kind of iffy, like back and forth on the KJ thing, because I kind of, especially since we drafted Cam Whitmore, I think Cam Whitmore does a lot of things that KJ do, but I think with his commitment to the team, and he's been here all of those years through the tank, I would like to see him at least 1 year when it's serious and we really trying to win. I think he brings a lot of things to the team that a lot of guys wasn't bringing. Like who do we have that really is just like that natural alley oop type of guy, like that plays above the rim like all time, and he was blocking 7-footers. He's an underrated passer.
Good
He
3-point shooter.
Yeah, his 3-point shooter came from night and day. If y'all remember when we first drafted him, he couldn't hit the side of the backboard. But
Hmm.
by last year, his 3-point shooting had ticked up
He
like up to the
34%.
34, 35% almost. And he was steady building. He was one of the few guys that came in every year, and I could say he got better.
That got better every single season.
Yeah. I don't think he still was a starter, as far as starting, but I still think he was good enough to be a asset to the team, even when we're trying to win. I'm kind of upset about the KJ Martin thing.
so. Are we thinking Tari's going to take all his minutes?
Oh
Is
yeah.
Tari is a conundrum because we got Cam Whitmore looking like we got Dylan Brooks, and then Tari. I know Tari versatile. He could play 3-4, 2-3-4. He could guard 2-3-4, maybe even a 5. So I don't know. They're gonna have to do something with him because he's definitely an important piece.
Yeah, Tari have to.
I
Yeah,
think it's worth it then to get rid of KJ because I feel like Tari just has a little bit higher ceiling.
I agree.
I think his defense is going to be much better than KJ's will. He'll never be the rim runner that KJ is, but I think he's going to be over.
Whoa. Whenever they're both rim runners, they both be yamming. So KJ got a little bit more aggressiveness to it, as opposed to Tari being more a finesse jumper like Jalen. Like they kind of like float in the air a little bit, and Kenyon Martin Jr. He kind of like a power jumper, but same thing really.
Overall, a bigger plus on the floor.
He's just the overall playmaker. That's what I like about Tari. Like, see, KJ, Like it seems to me like when I watch him, he's got to be doing like one. He's got to be doing one or two, three things. He either dunking that bitch, alley ooping it, or he catching shooting that 3-pointer. That's really it. He don't really play make as much like Tari. Tari, when you see him play, that fool be everywhere, bro. Like
Playmaking is not like something everybody possesses. That's really like a unique characteristic to have that mentality to be a playmaker. So I ain't gonna knock, you know what I'm saying, King Martin Jr. for not being a playmaker, because I really don't expect point guards to be playmakers. And nowadays they not even really playmakers like that. They be looking to score and play make. But I like me that pure point guard, like aiming, like he ain't really trying to score more than 20 a game. You know what I'm saying?
like you just see him everywhere, and I think that's what's going to end up working for him.
Yeah, I love Tari. I love Tari. Don't get me wrong. I really love Tari.
Mm.
I think KJ's passing was a little bit slept on though, because because when they get it,
Okay.
he get it in the corner, and then he'll roll, and then he'll go to the hole. He'll toss it like all the way back to an open guy in the opposite corner, and it's like, how did he see him? Like those are kind of like point guarders type moves that passes that he used to do. I'm not upset about it too much. But I just think he stuck it out with us. I would like to see him get a fair shake. Now I knew Tata, Garuba, Josh Christopher, those
Knicks.
type of guys, Knicks. I knew they weren't gonna make it. I knew those guys weren't gonna make it.
Yes, sir.
Big R, what's happening, Big R?
Hey man, I don't shout out to everybody CSG's out there, and I want to echo, and I couldn't catch the name because I was on my phone. Was being positive. You know me, I'm pretty negative. I'm an old fan. You know, I'm usually a pretty pessimistic fan, and I was texting with you, Space. I felt like Fred VanVleet is like maybe the third best free agent we've ever got. But for whatever reason, the Rockets have struck out in free agency. When we try to get the Carmelo Anthony, we got the Carmelo Anthony poster with Jeremy Lin's number. We struck out. We had sent the entire franchise to try to get Kent Bazemore, and we lost. And so
Yeah.
we got Fred VanVleet, who's a former All-Star in his prime, on a team-friendly deal. Like that is, we had a parade for Dwight Howard. It was deserved, we did it against the Lakers. So like we aren't a team that typically succeeds in free agency. So the fact that we didn't know last night, but we know now that third year is a team option. That's a fantastic deal. You get a former All-Star. He's a vet. He can help the young kids, and if Ahmed is ready, or if he's never ready, we can figure out what to do 2 years from now. And we're not running back KPJ at the point. So I feel like that's my favorite signing for agency. Throw in Jeff Green in there, Jock. That's cool too. Dylan Brooks, I think we're all upset at the length of time and the guaranteed money, but I say you call it the Silas tax, or Texas ain't known for taxes, but the Rockets got one they had to pay to get Dylan Brooks. I don't know. We'll see. I like that he's a player that everyone hates when he's not on your team.
Yes, sir. Yes,
But then
sir.
I've never seen a player that good where like the other like Memphis is just like we are not going to sign him. Like that was
That's
the
so
announcement.
That's so
Day
trash.
one. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not optimistic about it, but we'll see. Even his deal's 4 years, 80. It's tradable. It ain't Ryan Anderson. So I'm gonna. I had zero expectations for agency. We talked about that yesterday. Like I had zero expectations for agency, and we got Fred VanVleet, Jeff Green, Dylan Brooks, Jock Landale. We got rid of a lot of players that weren't going to play. So to me, free agency went better as expected because I don't think we're that hamstrung. And I see a lot of Rockets fans are doom and gloom. My last point: the Rockets fans are a lot of doom and gloom about the free agency. I texted you guys this, like the doom and gloom we should worry about is if one of our 6 dudes, Jalen, Şengün, Cam, Tari, Jabari, I'm forgetting somebody. If we need 2 of those dudes at All-Stars, we need 2 of them. Like that's what matters the most. And none of the moves we make today, like I don't think it hinders any of those 6. I think it'll probably help them. So I don't know. I'm pretty excited. I think it was a good.
I think all the moves is only gonna help the rookies. They can come off the bench and just get some quality development, mental minutes. I'm gonna stop it right here and just keep watching these boys without me recording, man. Y'all have. That's all, folks.
Too many copies.